The backlash around the design of the New England football shirt continues to kick on after designers Nike changed the colour of the St George's cross. Fans and former players have criticised the move, and a petition to change the colours back to the traditional red has over 25,000 signatures. Even politicians have entered the field, with Rishi Sunak saying the flag should not be messed with, and Keir Starmer, while appearing on The Sun's brand new political show Never Mind the Ballots, saying it doesn't need to be changed.
And the flag is used by everybody. It is a unified, it doesn't need to be changed. We just need to be proud of it. So I think they should just reconsider this and change it back.
All right.
I'm not even sure they can properly explain why they thought they needed to change in the first place.
Nike have defended the design, saying it's a nod to the 1966 training kit, while the FA say they have no intention of recalling it. So have they scored an own goal here or not? Joining me on the programme, the journalist Daniel Harris and lifelong season ticket holder Peter Bleksley. Good to have you both on the show. Let's kick off with you, Daniel. I mean, it's actually an incredibly small little St George's cross on the back of the collar of the shirt. You can see that's pretty much to scale. It's a tiny little thing, but it's certainly not red. Does that matter?
Not to me, it doesn't. I mean, it kind of fits that little Englander mentality. I cannot fathom for the life of me what it is that would exercise people about this. There are wars going on. There are people in this country that don't have enough food to eat. There are people that can't clothe their kids, that can't heat their homes. How on earth has anyone got the emotional energy to invest in this thing that has even happened before? The Peter Saville England shirt that they did in 2010 did something similar. They've done it with the Scottish Saltire and rugby shirts. And they've done it with, sorry, not rugby shirt, the 2007 Scotland kit. They did it with the Team GB 2012 Olympics kit. So this is not an unprecedented thing. And I think we need to be very careful about people using this. The people that are making a fuss about this have political reasons for so doing, because you have Keir Starmer, right, who every vote counts as far as he's concerned. Even idiots and bigots can vote. So if people who are really bothered about this somehow infringing their sense of Britishness, that's Freudian, wasn't it? But if it infringes people's sense of Britishness, then he wants those people to vote for him. I would be amazed if Keir Starmer actually cared about this himself. He was just appearing on the Sun podcast. He's talking to his audience and he said what he thought they wanted to hear, because that is generally how Keir Starmer does politics. And in a sense, I mean, I guess it's working for him. So I understand why he did that. And then if you look at the other people who are making sport out of it, you're talking Lee Anderson, you're talking about Nigel Farage, and their whole political raison d'etre is about inspiring this kind of division. It's about getting people agitated and exercise about these small symbolic things. They don't have any big policy ideas, or they don't have any ideas about how they're going to help people eat better, how they're going to help people live better. But these are the things, and without those things, these guys don't have any political currency whatsoever. So, of course, they want to prolong this kind of aggravation.
So I'm not sure, Peter Bleksley, whether Daniel's calling you an idiot and a bigot for caring about this. I surmise that he might be.
Well, I've been insulted by professionals in the past, so that certainly wouldn't bother me. And I've got unbounded energy to spend on this subject. And of course, I'm not a politician. This tampering with the flag of the English flag is a sacrilegious disrespecting of the national flag of England. And as such, these shirts should be pulled, cancelled, and a new shirt should be issued which honours, respects the tradition of the flag of St George and England.
I mean, you could say that rather than an own goal, Peter, Nike have absolutely played a blinder, because this is mildly controversial. Some people are exercised and upset, aerated about it. It's got an enormous amount of airtime. I was talking about it on This Morning on ITV this morning. I'm talking about it on my show again today. I'm sure you've probably been speaking about it elsewhere. I mean, if you're selling football shirts, this is surely the way to do it. And that is what they are. They're in the garment business. They're not politicos. They're just trying to flog the shirts, aren't they?
Anybody who has £120, yes, £120 to waste on this disrespectful rag clearly has more money than sense. We have to remember Nike are the company that have played around in advertising campaigns with Dylan Mulvaney and the like. And of course, what Nike have done and exploited is that sadly, the UK, in many regards, has become woke city of the universe. So they thought they could get away with this. Well, the backlash is very well placed. It's gone across the political spectrum. It's absolutely right. And I hope that these shirts sit on hangers, rot, need to be recycled, and that Nike can issue a shirt that proud Englishmen, excuse me, can be proud of.
Let me bring Daniel back into this. You see, Daniel, Peter isn't a politician. He's got no political point to make, and there's no reason to score any political points either. But you can see he does mind about this. I think you'll agree he's not an idiot nor a bigot. He's a thoroughly decent former police person, isn't he?
I've never met him. I hope so. I hope not. But I think the point though is Peter's not really been actually specific about what it is that's bothering him. He said it's disrespectful, but why?
Let's ask him. Peter, why is it disrespectful? Be specific, please.
I've been perfectly clear as to why it's disrespectful. It's tampering, in fact, disrespecting the national colours and structure of the flag of England. Imagine if Nike tried to pull a stunt like this with the stars and stripes of America, or the national flags of China, Iran, Russia, or maybe many Arab countries, for example. There would be outrage and probably bloodshed.
Daniel.
Why is that? So if there would be bloodshed in, like you're talking about Russia, China, totalitarian regimes, and they would react in this obscene, absurd way, the fact that they would do it doesn't mean that we should do it. We should be temperate and sensible and understand that what really matters is not what colour this little cross is. It doesn't affect anyone in any kind of material way. Does it hurt you? No. Does it cause you suffering? No. Does it cause you pain? No. Does it take money away from you? No. So in actual fact, it's a symbolic thing. And as adults, it feels like we should be in a position to say, I can understand what the flag does or doesn't represent, and a marketing thing to get people to buy it or to get people talking about it is something that we're familiar with in all sorts of ways. The flag it doesn't have this sacred status. And this is something that's very peculiar about America, where they kind of do ascribe this sacred status to the flag. For what? Why would you do that? And there's nothing, the fact that they do it in these other countries, the fact that they might be totalitarian in China and take this flag very seriously, surely we would look at that and say, why would we want to be like that?
I'm going to give Peter the last word, Daniel. Thank you very much, so he can respond to that.
Well, it was very interesting that Daniel posed a number of questions and then had the effrontery to answer them as if it was me answering them. A flag is a national symbol. Many, many people, including my relatives, lived and died for this flag in proud service of their nation. Certain things are sacrosanct, and the national flag of a country is exactly that.
All right, I'm going to leave it there, gentlemen. Thank you both very much indeed.